That's why the mics, it's so hard for mics to pick it up. It's the voice of an angel.
Whoa.
Okay. I've been told once.
That I have the voice of an angel.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. We rolling? Are we rolling?
Yeah, we rolling.
Oh yeah, boy. It was like, who phone to call? I didn't respond. I thought maybe FC was going to say something. I thought he was going to say, call my phone. I see. Anyway, I'm in here with Naughty Millie. This can't go on the thing. Like, you got to edit it.
You said you gotta start over?
You got to edit this part.
Well, I got to edit it. You ain't say nothing yet. Unless something is about to happen.
I said I was in here with Naughty Millie.
Well, Millie, she wore that outfit. It's not our fault. She did that. She ain't do nothing naughty to me, so it's something I don't know that I need to edit out. It's a strange time, bro.
This is a strange time.
It's a strange time.
Very strange.
Anywho.
You can't agree, Millie. You just got to let us stand alone with that. 49.
I'm killing this Pope thing.
Yo, okay, listen. Hey, everybody. I don't know what Blue is doing, but welcome to the episode 49 of the Pint Size Podcast.
They need to give me an endorsement. What? I bring business to them right across the street from the gym.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the only reason I started going to Pope and getting this monstrosity of a smoothie every Wednesday.
For real,
really?
I had time to eat. Yo.
Pope juices and smoothies. What are y'all doing? Listeners, start adding Pope. Y'all what are they doing? Why aren't they partnering with local businesses who can drive their products? They can meal prep. It can be right here available. Like, what are you doing? You're missing a grand opportunity here.
Listen, man. I'm going to be 100%.
Get out of here, you old.
Sponsorship, hey. Sponsorship.
Church is in here, y'all, just so y'all know.
Oh, man.
All you got to do is say church name, and we going to get 150 extra listens now. And they don't even know why. They going to sense it. They just going to sense it.
What episode? 49?
49.
Episode 49 of the Pint Size Podcast.
Yeah.
No boy, he was on such a high from his book release that he felt like the podcast was slightly beneath him.
I understand that. I mean, I'm rolling. You know, I'm cool with that.
Right.
No, the homie he's going to speak to the youth of America at some school today. I didn't get all the details or whatever. So I mean, he's always working. So.
Boy, hit our chat when it's convenient for him.
Gotta
now
stay
we need to know
busy.
stuff. So it's just a trend that we've learned. When you're dealing with famous people, you know what I'm saying?
He hit us up at like 12:30, I think. I was like,
I looked at it and was like, just like Boy hit me in the group chat when my wife was real close, and it's that hour.
Oh yeah.
So like I knew it wasn't nothing going on, but like you just freeze up because you don't because you feel like you're doing something wrong. I knew it was the group chat. I'm just should I answer this? I don't know what's about to happen on the other end.
You do the right thing.
So we all do that.
You do the right thing.
Yeah, you just
Hey,
don't
what
know.
up?
What's up?
How are
Hi,
you?
guys. I'm good.
Yeah.
I know I've been like MIA. I was telling him I just finished shooting, being a part of the new college TV series that was being shot here. So that's where I was busy doing. That's why I've been MIA for a little bit.
You about to be on TV?
Millie trying to get to the
So
bag.
possibly.
OG.
You about to be on TV?
Possibly,
to get to
yeah.
that
That's dope.
So
If you get on TV and you start making money, don't act brand new.
I'm not going to.
I'm like, man, I knew her.
Hey, Millie is different from the first time she was on the podcast. I don't know if you realize that.
No, I'm not.
You follow
Millie is
her
different from the
Instagram?
first time I met her.
That might be true.
Yeah, she's different.
Her Instagram changed. She's been on the show. Her Instagram changes with
You changed your Instagram again? Oh, yo, you going by your real name now?
No. I'm saying the aesthetics.
Oh yeah, because
Aesthetics,
she
Super Showtime.
because she a model.
Not even Showtime. It's just I barely post
I
on Instagram now. So
I
it's
think
like,
you're feeling yourself. That's what I think.
No, not at all. I post more in my story than I do actually on my page. So
My opinion doesn't change.
I'm
okay,
just saying,
Millie's
man.
feeling
Ever since somebody told you
Okay.
that you could be a model, you been acting real funny.
lies. Nobody actually told me I could be a model.
Ooh,
It's something I fell into.
Because she don't need
It's
your
something I fell
validation.
into.
Every time
I
you
didn't
look at
expect
somebody
to.
with that side eye and that left eye start going cocky just a little bit,
Oh, shoot.
you acting funny. Oh, that's what I know in real life.
Well,
in real life.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
I am too.
It's me. FC on the beat, a.k.a. Fourth Quarter Freddy, a.k.a. Freddy Franchise, a.k.a. the best you ever heard. You're just afraid to admit it, a.k.a. Mr. I Have a Dream. So get your hands out my pocket, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Bazaar, a.k.a. Wavy Crockett, a.k.a. Speedy Traxton, a.k.a. F the Netflix guy, a.k.a. Young Hulu, a.k.a. Hot Take Jake, a.k.a. Mr. Always Locked and Loaded, a.k.a. Mr. Always Stay Focused, a.k.a. Mr. All Bags Matter.
Guess what? I still didn't validate Young Hulu. I don't care what he's saying.
It's all good.
I ain't validate.
We can agree to
Still ain't
this.
validate Young Hulu. I don't know about that.
And guys, it's me. I'm back.
Okay,
it's
it's
Millie the
Mario.
pro, Millie the model. Today, Millie the nun. So happy Halloween, everybody.
And she came in with the three.
Ooh.
I'm rolling. Yeah. Do better, y'all. Anyway.
So it's been a lot of stuff going on, man, and
It has.
like locally. Locally.
Where you trying to take us? Oh, I know.
I'm not trying to take us anywhere.
Okay.
You know what? Screw that. Right?
Screw that.
So I was scrolling across my timeline, and somebody sent me something that TMZ posted that I thought was possibly a joke at first, but it really wasn't. It was like a real deal. So let me pull this thing up.
Gonna pull this thing up.
I don't want to misquote this, right?
Okay.
I want y'all to get the full details of what's going on here, right?
All right.
I sent it to FC a little earlier.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I forgot to send it to Millie the Nun.
Yeah.
But
Millie the Nun.
Ben and Jerry's, right? Ben and Jerry's said enough is enough.
It's enough.
Right?
Okay.
I'm like, man, what is going on here? All of a sudden, I see that Ben and Jerry's dropped a new flavor of ice cream that they said will be available indefinitely until the end of President Trump's term.
Oh, wow.
No lie, right? It's called Resist. All right? Ben and Jerry serves anti-Trump ice cream. It's called Pecan Resist Anyone. Pecan Resist Anyone.
Pecan?
I like this.
Pretty much saying
I like
we
this.
can resist
But
anyone.
But pecan flavor?
I mean, listen, they want to be catchy.
I like pecan. What is it?
I don't like pecans.
You don't like pecan ice cream?
I don't like pecans either. Butter
pecan. That's what. Thank you, James.
Butter pecan isn't bad.
Is fire.
It has its place.
Yeah.
That's true. You always eat it when
Like,
somebody else got it.
You're not about to go buy butter. Like my grandma
not.
used to eat butter pecan. Like so, like I used to sneak her ice cream.
No,
She was getting
word.
mad at
Right.
me.
No,
you know what I'm
word.
saying? And when I was real little, I used to spit out the pecans.
But see, the thing is, like, if you're going to buy ice cream, you're going to buy the general ice cream. Like, I ain't never went on like an ice cream buying
Search.
episode. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you
I'm about to
said
go
you,
get the luxury.
you kept your ice cream basic.
Yeah, you gotta go. Okay, we need ice cream, vanilla ice cream, because it's going with this peach cobbler or whatever we.
So
get
pretty
ice
much what
cream
you're telling
for.
me is you like to buy oppression ice cream.
Hey, listen, man, I haven't always been woke.
Hey,
All right.
vanilla ice cream good.
You know what
With
I'm
the
saying?
right things,
No,
it's good.
But no, vanilla ice cream is like a
That's the
classic-
standard.
classic.
So, like, if you're going on an ice cream, like, okay, I'm going to the. Who goes to the store specifically for ice cream other than my wife? I bet you y'all don't.
No, I honestly would go to.
No.
I mean, even up the road, you go to East Coast for the custard. You know, I would go there first before I go to a store. I want the
See, it's a different life
right
experience.
there. Like,
It all depends on who you are, though. Like, I mean, ice cream is a multi-million-dollar industry. I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
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 We see it everywhere. So I mean, I'm assuming that people are going to buy gallons and whatever ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream seems to be a hit amongst the pregnant women. Ice cream seems to be a hit amongst the children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is there really a bad time to eat ice cream?
No.
Not
No.
really.
Ice cream is kind of all.
Even
Even
all
when
the
it's
time.
freezing cold, you still
Yeah,
crave
you still,
ice cream.
you still get it popping.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maya, who is James's wife, she walked in here the other day eating ice cream.
Like, she did that face.
Yikes.
Like,
Because James
like,
didn't
why
know
you
that.
put me on blast like
He wasn't
that?
supposed to know that. I like James' stance though, because he said, I'm not going to deal with this right now because I respect
Man, he
her.
don't be listening.
But
to nothing I
wait
be
until
saying.
later. I like it.
He don't listen to
It's a
nothing I
real
be
man,
talking
James.
about.
You're learning real fast, brother.
You should have saw how
Learning real
quickly
fast,
she looked at me like, if this. No, but yeah. So, hey,
Ben and Jerry's been on some old, like, you know, because they was hippies. So, like,
Yeah.
they've been on that I'm against the grain. So, I'm not surprised at this. I mean, it's actually pretty dope.
yeah, I want to see some. Even though Ben & Jerry's is a dominant brand, I still want to see some. What's that other stuff you got? Like, what is Haagen-Dazs? Is that Russian? Because if it is Russian, they're not going to
They
get
not
started.
going to get. I think Haagen-Dazs is German.
That's German.
It's German, ain't it? Yeah, they not doing that.
Where's Russia at?
Russia.
I don't know.
You don't know where Russia's at?
Do you know where Russia's at?
I do know where Russia's
I
at.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't. Not in relation to Germany. Couldn't tell you right now. All right, if Germany is here, I can't tell you. Well, if you go here, it's Russia. I can't do that. I live in Glenville, Ohio. I don't know what y'all doing. All right.
Glenville.
Yeah.
Yo, so everybody got fired too.
What we talking about? Young
Browns.
Cleveland?
Oh, yeah. They were on the roll.
Cleveland
First it
fired
was
everybody except for
Ty,
Terry
then it was
Francona.
Hugh, and then it was
Topic 2. I'm
Todd.
glad Millie here this week. Go ahead.
Yep.
Get
So if anybody doesn't know, Cleveland the sports pretty much has been taking a really big blow this past
It's because LeBron left.
week. And so first they started off with the Cavs. They got rid of Ty Lue after starting the season with 0-6. They finally won their first game with the substitute for him. And then the Browns got rid of Hugh Jackson after the worst seasons that they had, and then even got rid of Todd
Not just the
Hadley.
worst season they
so
had.
now the defensive
Hugh
coordinator
Jackson
is
had
gonna
the
be
worst
taking over the coaching.
record in the
Right,
NFL
Williams.
histories.
He's going to be taking
Okay.
over the coaching.
Okay.
And then I forget who's going to be taking over, also going to be his co-coach. But
No. So so Larry Drew for the Cavs.
Yes.
yeah,
And
I like Larry Drew coaching the Cavs.
and Greg
too.
Williams for the
for
Browns.
the
for the
Browns.
Browns.
Yeah.
The defensive
He
coordinator.
the DC,
I think
right?
he'd be good.
Greg Williams.
I think you would because they already have a strong defense. He needs to smack the offense into some sense. So I think honestly,
Yeah.
They need a
we'll
line.
see how it goes
But that's
Sunday's
the issue.
game.
They need a line.
But
They
I
drafted
do
wrong again. Go
think
ahead.
that he probably be really good for them for now until they figure out Greg
Williams?
Williams. Yeah. So he's a hard ass. You don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, I like Greg's demeanor, and I like what he's done with the defense in terms of just philosophy because the guys are talented. I don't think we have. Like Blue just said, the O line, our offensive line is very soft.
Yeah.
They have moments
Yeah.
that they can make things happen, but they're not. We can't really get. And I think this has been the problem with the Browns that the Browns fans, because we're Browns fans, don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like Baker Mayfield is a quality quality
Yes.
quarterback, but he
For the
has-
first time in
in a very long.
30, 100 million tries. Who else is better?
I think a lot of. I can't say better, not better.
Okay.
Not better. I think a lot of these guys would have had a better showing if
Since
they had
1999, who do you think would have had a better showing?
a better showing.
'Cause he
with
doesn't have a line either, just like they don't.
A better showing with a line.
I mean,
I can name a few. That's where I was going.
a better showing with a line. You
Yeah,
probably
with-
got
with the pieces
You
around.
probably still only got 2 or 3 out of 30, 32, 34. However many quarterbacks we have. We got more freaking quarterbacks and since 1999 than the NFL has teams.
That's true.
That is true.
I'm gonna leave it alone because that point is very strong. Okay.
Bruh,
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Terrible.
And I
Take it
can't
back.
name one.
Awful.
Because I got 4.
Only-
and none
we
of them.
probably got like 3.
It's about 2 or 3.
Jeff Garcia was a decent quarterback that still was putting up decent numbers with no line. He had no line.
That's true.
He wasn't even a really dope quarterback, but he was.
He was a second string guy. He was a backup guy.
No.
By the time when we got Jeff Garcia, he was a backup quarterback at that point.
Okay, let me
At
say
that point.
Let me say this: even backup quarterbacks who fell from grace, if they have a line, could have done
No, for
great.
sure.
But
Yeah.
he still did decent with no line, and he was old as dirt.
That's true.
You know, what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
Brian Horn never got a shot,
Never.
and then now they're trying to kill Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. And Baker. This would be unfortunate.
Baker got it. The only problem I have with Baker is that whenever they get into the red zone, he wants to still make pass plays,
Yes.
and he needs to just run the ball. I don't know if something that he's just trying to show out, if
No,
he's just trying to show his hardest.
that's college. He's still
But,
got a college playbook in his head.
I disagree.
And that's the
What you think?
problem.
I disagree.
What you think?
I don't think that's what it is.
Okay.
If you look at Tom Brady when he in the red zone, he not running either.
It's Tom Brady.
But it's Tom Brady.
So, no.
Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady.
I can keep going. I can keep going.
Okay,
though.
let's go.
It's Drew Brees doesn't do that either.
It's Drew Brees.
Aaron
You cannot
Rodgers
compare.
rarely does that.
Okay.
No, but I
cannot
think you have to
compare.
work up to that style of acumen, bro.
But you
You
also
have
have to
You just
compare.
named the 3 best quarterbacks in
But
the
you
league.
also have to compare. You also have to emulate what you see as the greatest.
Yeah,
Why would
sure.
you emulate the person that's right next to you when
I
you're better
got
than
you.
them?
That is
But when
true.
you're
But
go
when
ahead.
you are just new to the league, you don't
Yeah,
take
that's what
risks
I'm-
like
that's
that.
where I'm going.
You are still learning.
Did you hear what you just
still
said?
getting your feet
Did you hear what you just said? You said you don't
wet.
take risks like that. You
do
taking
that.
your franchise quarterback and you saying run, boy. That's a risk.
No, I'm saying it's like stuff that won't cost you the game. I understand he's trying to emulate the best. He's trying to be the best. But right now, you need to focus on getting your technique down, doing what works for you and
Millie,
your team.
I disagree.
Here's the difference.
I gotta disagree.
This is
Those
weird. Okay,
quarterbacks
I'm gonna
are
let y'all
with
rock.
those quarterbacks you named. They're with a winning team. They're not with the constantly losing team
I
with
hear
a
you.
horrible
I do.
offense.
I hear what you're
so
saying.
he has to work with what he got. So
I hear
when
what
he
you-
right now, I understand he needs to take risks, but he also needs to play it safe when they're trying to just at least get on the damn board.
So let's go back to Oklahoma for a second, right? Now this is real stuff right here. So like Oklahoma, right?
When he do this,
here we go.
No, this is real stuff.
So Oklahoma, right? They run a pro style offense.
Yes.
So Baker Mayfield has been prepared and prepped for a pro style system since he's been in college. That's why he's been able to put up these remarkable numbers. If the quarterback who's playing for Oklahoma now, forget the kid's name, he's also putting up remarkable numbers.
Yes,
and his team is not even as good as Baker's was,
That's
right?
true.
NFL coaches, this is a fact. You guys can Google this right now. NFL coaches this offseason, multiple NFL head coaches went down to see Oklahoma's head coach and says, listen, we want to emulate some of the things that you're doing on the college level in our offense on the next level.
Of course.
Baker has already been prepped to play at this level.
Okay.
And he's always been taught this. You don't do anything that would jeopardize the team consistently or in the long run. So he's always looking downfield. And I hate to say this, but a lot of quarterbacks, right, unless they're just remarkable with their legs, look downfield too much or they get jitterish, like real jittery or whatever, and skittish, and take off. Tyrod Taylor, for example.
Yeah.
If he would look downfield, he would have more opportunities. He's always running. That's why he's hurt.
I'm rolling.
The people who have longevity and stay on the field are the people who make smart plays. He's not Ben Roethlisberger. He's too small. He's not Cam Newton. He's too small. He's not even as athletic as Russell Wilson. Like, you can keep comparing him to all of these quarterbacks, but he doesn't have certain things that they have. But what he does have is the accuracy of a Drew Brees. He does have the smarts of an Aaron Rodgers. He does have the wherewithal to say, listen, I have to trust the system, which is my line, which is my pocket, which is my presence, like Tom Brady. Like, so I hear you.
Yeah.
And I agree to a certain extent, but then the other half, I don't necessarily see it your way. And I ain't knocking that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing it as, like, I get what you're saying, but now a lot of teams are getting a lot of these new quarterbacks with that style. So he kind of he's going to face that matchup of.
Who?
So during
that's what I was going to ask, but I was going to let you get your point.
So the one, he's now with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, and
like
he's
that kid.
faced Baker before. They have
I like that kid a lot.
gone against each other before. So it's like, I understand what you're saying. Yes, he needs to, this is the style that he needs to take. This is the route he needs to do to become the greatest and, you know, be willing to take those risks to soar the team even higher than it was expected. But nowadays you have a lot of teams who are getting these fresh new quarterbacks who they have that same style. So it's now that it's going to become that norm of like that style is going to be the same within everything. So learn to switch it up enough because you're going to meet your match at one point that knows your style, knows how you do it, and then what are you going to do at that point? So
I think with Baker is, you know, to me when they picked Baker up, I said, okay, this could work. This could definitely work because he has the talent. But then I was like, all right, let me get into the Browns again. So I'm watching. Then I went back and watched some film of him in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And he looked like, to your point, he looks almost the same.
Yeah.
The difference is what's around him.
Yep.
And it's a vast difference.
It is.
And it's huge. I think Baker Mayfield doesn't have success until the Browns figure out who the Browns are.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
It's just, I mean, in this instance, I think it's critical for them get going back to the firings. Whatever is about to happen, it needs to happen in 3 games.
It needs to.
And it has to happen.
But it needs to happen this year. It needs to happen this year. We
does.
We had what?
This is 7 coming up.
Yeah, so it need to happen this year. Like the last 5 games or so, we need to say, oh, okay, this is who this team is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying it had to happen in the next 3 games. I would love for it to happen.
No. I'm not saying that it happens and then it equates to a winning season. I'm just saying we need to fast track this.
Oh, I got you.
And not do what we did with Hugh.
Well, now this is scary because we're on a reset. I'd rather them ride it out with Hugh.
Yeah.
Or not even go into the season with Hugh, then now shake it up.
With that too.
And then not only did you get rid of Hugh, you also got rid of Todd Haley.
Yeah.
So now you got this rookie quarterback trying to figure out this thing all over again.
Yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Well, we don't know what else is about to happen because the deadline is close, right? Where we at? 2 weeks out? 3
we
weeks
still
out?
have a coach or an offensive coordinator.
If we get an OC, then okay, we're speaking a different language.
We are, but he still has to learn a brand new system.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You putting him in a bad spot.
Especially when you're about to have a game this Sunday. How fast can he learn?
Oh, this Sunday's a wash, and next Sunday's a wash. I'm not.
No, but even still, like, that's a short amount of time to all of a sudden take on this new role
Hell
and be
yeah.
like,
No, it is.
you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who they're going against because they should have thought about, like he said, they should have ride it out with Hugh and then would have fired him. You're too close to the end of the season to all of a sudden do all these crazy changes all of a sudden. This is not basketball. Basketball just started, low key. So
Basketball just
it's
started.
like, it's just
basketball a little
football's
different, too.
about to end. Football
You
is
got 11
reaching-
guys.
It's that halfway mark. Everybody's starting to have their bye week. So you're at that halfway mark of like, maybe you should have done this in your bye week because then you could have taken that bye week out and
thought
then
that
used
too.
that week as the time for him to
I
get
agree with
hip
you.
and
I thought
whatever.
that too. I
But
definitely
you're really
thought that.
taking a big gamble
It's not
now.
like Baker stepping
and
into
what's going to
a established
happen,
system.
saying not that they will, but what's going to happen then if they do lose then on Sunday? What are you going to do then? You're going to do another change? Like,
Well,
it
that organization, as well as the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I want to get into, but both of the Cleveland sports organizations have proven to me, as both a casual and very active fan of both, that they really the ownership is in bad shape.
yeah.
It
So-
just doesn't.
But notice
it
how
doesn't.
it's
Dan
only
Gilbert's
these-
problem, I think, isn't him as an owner. It's him. It's who he is as a man. So, like, I feel like Dan Gilbert has too much pride in some instances and too much ego in some instances.
Oh, he has definitely too much
or
ego.
he's not consistent in his stances in certain instances. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
like, I think as an owner, he's willing to do what he needs to do. He's proven that. You know what I'm saying? Him and LeBron went on no good terms
Absolutely.
in
No.
relationship when he came back, but he knew he needed to do that. He tried to get people to come in. This wasn't the first time him trying to spend money to get people to come in.
Yeah.
It's just this time when LeBron became who LeBron was in Miami, people were more willing to flock towards it. If you think about it, the first time LeBron was here, he tried to make the moves. It never worked out.
No. I believe, and this is why I go back to the ownership of the team, and because for me, right. It doesn't feel like Dan Gilbert owns the Cleveland Cavaliers because he wants a championship NBA franchise.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like he owns the Cavaliers because he got the opportunity to buy an NBA
I feel like
franchise.
he doesn't know what to do at this point
See, I
with
disagree
the
now,
team because
And I agree with that.
it's like you're saying he wants a championship team, and I see it as like, well, then why would you get rid of a coach that led to that championship team? Like, it's kind of like
I think firing Ty Lue should have happened 2 seasons ago.
you know,
I'm
that
gonna
was
be
a smart move. I guess I'm just seeing it as
2
like
seasons ago, we won a championship.
because you
think
look,
Ty Lue was
for
instrumental
example,
or
at the
Larry Drew?
Indians. So
I think it was Ty.
the Indians, they have yet to make
Rolling.
little change within their franchise.
The
because,
Indians, okay.
Yes, because it's working for them. They see this pattern, and you know what? We're having consistency throughout. Even though we're not making it to the World Series, yes, the fact that we're making it close enough that, you know, I can stick with this team.
can build on it.
You can build on it. And I think that's what the Browns and the Cavs need to start doing. You know, don't break something that's not broke. You know, just kind of work to build with it to what you want it to
I
be.
agree.
Make the change you need to make, but not mid-season, not kind of crazy, because then it kind of throws off all the rhythms that you already have going on, and then go ahead and proceed.
I feel like
So-
when LeBron decided, and this is just me, I feel like, because I understand, like, and to shoot Dan Gilbert some bail, I do understand the allure of owning the Cleveland Cavaliers when they draft LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. I get the appeal, right? But for me, it was okay. I can own an NBA franchise. This is how it feels. I can own an NBA franchise that will evolve to be a dominant NBA franchise long term if we
Yeah.
do this right.
good business.
Of course, once he figured out that, all right, we not clicking, this ain't working. All right, let's give it another go. Once LeBron said, "Yo, I'm going to LA," Dan Gilbert should have said, "All right, let's put this joint on the chopping block. I'm through," because
Right.
you don't have any moves anymore.
You don't.
Because your allure was this can bring a championship to the city that's underserved.
And he did.
Yeah.
No, he absolutely did. You know what I'm saying? So after you accomplished that goal once and couldn't repeat it, or the wheels just fell off on you, sell the team. Come on. Because at this point, I feel like we're running head on into a brick wall that we can see in the distance, and we just going to run right into that motherfucker. That's
See,
just how
but
I feel.
at the same time, though, I don't necessarily agree
I don't
with
think
that.
they
I
should
don't.
sell the team.
I think he should. I don't think he should.
If his heart's not in it,
That's-
and now
that's-
it's only a business venture.
That's what I'm
which
saying.
It can't be like that when it comes to sports. Then he should.
That's what I'm saying.
Other than that, though,
Yeah.
you got to think about something. Before LeBron came back, I don't want to stay on sports too much longer. We can hit a couple more, but leave it alone. But before LeBron came back, I do believe that LeBron and his heart and his team in their heart was like, yo, we got to go back to Cleveland one day. I always thought that was a plan. But the timing of that plan was based on the results of what the Cavs were doing in their drafts.
Yes.
So let's say we didn't get LeBron, we didn't get a championship. And right now, guess what we would probably still have? We probably still had Kyrie. We probably still had Tristan playing a different role, different kind of level. We would have still been getting draft picks. It's really no telling what the team would look like right now.
I'm rolling.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm rolling.
One thing that fell in the favor of the Golden State Warriors was great draft picks.
Yes.
And they built around those things.
Yes.
LeBron came back because he saw enough talent there in the young guys to say, dang, we can actually win. But that was a result of what the Cavs were doing in the drafts. And
Right.
that was smart drafting on the part of David Griffin.
Yes.
And like that whole thing. So I won't. I'm like, on that.
Okay.
That thing, you know what I mean?
I can see that point.
But if it, like you said, if his heart's not in it, nah.
Yeah,
leave it alone.
Are y'all watching the league this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like y'all intently watching the
I've been to
league?
I've been to 3 Cavs games this year already.
I mean, because the tickets is $2. But I'm
Oh,
saying,
the
like,
Cavs?
I've been to 3 Cavs games this year because I would go to the Cavs game anyway.
Oh,
I'm a
nah.
Cavs fan. It's not even that.
It was a joke. I know you.
I know, but
you be there all
people
season.
legitimately like they be like, oh yeah, of course. I'm like, no, I would still go.
Yeah,
Like, I
Nice
still want to see what they do.
Blue.
I wanna see what they do.
I think
Football,
Blue has
my
a press
sport.
box.
I barely pay attention to it.
I haven't watched.
I
You
get
know
it.
what? I watched 3 games
I'm
this
watching
year.
these young born dudes.
I watched 3 games. Well, okay, outside of the Cavs, because I watched like
I went to
4
one
Cavs
game.
games
That was
this
their
year.
preseason.
Oh, you talking about the
game.
league as a
I'm
whole?
talking about the league as a whole.
Heck yeah, I don't watch 4 LA games. Houston look like trash. I hate Golden State to the, with a dying passion, but I still watch.
Yeah.
I love Russell Westbrook, so I'm still watching.
You know-
I love seeing what Boston do. They killing. Kawhi is a beast.
I do like
How
this
can you not
Boston
watch
team.
basketball?
I do like this Boston
I
team.
love football more than basketball, but basketball is still the greatest sport on TV.
This is what messed me up.
I don't understand it.
And we can talk
I grew
about it
up
real
on
quick.
Football, that's why.
Football's my favorite sport.
I love football
Yeah,
too.
I grew
But
up on that.
let's talk about this. All
Sometimes
right?
football's hard. Though.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk
Drink your
about
pulp. Sip your pulp.
this. The Golden State Warriors scored 92 points
And a half.
in a half the other night.
That was amazing.
I asked it on Instagram. Everybody agreed with me, but they're my followers, so I expected that. So that's why I'm going to ask you. Is it a point to watching, other than the ones who just love basketball, is it a point, like, in terms of competition,
Yes.
to watching
Yes.
Yeah.
basketball until
Absolutely.
the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah.
The regular season. So the regular season is still interesting to y'all?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you watched Tatum?
Yeah.
This boy is amazing.
No, boss. I've been watching.
Have you
I'm
watched
just saying,
Kawhi, though?
After the 92, it's like.
Have you
okay.
watched Kawhi?
No, I haven't seen Kawhi.
Man,
Not this
Kawhi
year.
is showing you why he is Kawhi. Like, I'm talking about Kyle Lowry might be mad that his boy is gone, a little butt hurt about that, whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he, in his mind, he's like, dang, we upgraded. Even Serge Ibaka looking good again. Kawhi's that good.
That's true.
DeMar DeRozan could never do that. And Kawhi is showing you
I haven't even
at the
seen
end of
it,
this
but
year, when
I
I don't
agree.
sign back with this bum team,
I agree.
I'm going anywhere and getting however much money I want.
So,
Dog.
but at the end of the day, we all know what's going to happen.
Boston and Golden State.
Yeah.
So what?
So, like, to me, it's like if it's on, I'll catch it just because, like, oh, it's basketball. But it's like I don't have a horse in the fight. It's just, I mean, I don't.
I really ain't got a horse in the fight because LeBron played for LA now.
No. I started watching LA. I just went to LA with LeBron. I told y'all I was doing that last season. No, we in LA. Where we doing?
I'm still rooting for LeBron.
Where we at? I'm rolling.
I've never done that before, rooted for a player like that. Well,
funny.
like not like to this
Not like
extent.
this.
Not
Yeah.
to this extent.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll once we get to March,
Yeah.
April, then I'm glued because now
That's-
we talking about seeding. But I already know, like,
Oh, see, and that's the only time I actually pay attention to basketball when it starts into March Madness. Then I pay attention to college
Yeah.
basketball because
Fair
that's
enough.
when it gets exciting for me.
but yeah. So I just wanted to, I'm not. I mean, it's if it's on and I'm there, but I'm not
Yeah.
rushing home to watch the Boston Sixers. I'm not.
It's noise just to have.
Yeah,
on.
it's like, all right, give me the January,
Yeah.
and then we can talk.
That's how I feel with some.
Because
football
Golden
games.
State is going to win the ship.
I don't even know that.
I do.
Listen to me.
I do.
I'll tell you this right now. I would not be surprised if Boston Celtics won a championship. I hear what you're
I
saying.
would.
I hear what you're saying, but I would not be surprised if they won it. The Cavs beat the Golden State Warriors, and they came down for 3-1. That was a surprise.
I feel like Boston's building up to it. They've been
I think-
building
I
up
think
Boston
to
is a
go.
more physical team.
Yeah.
They got a deeper bench, and they got people who've been there before.
That series, I'll say it right now, episode 49.
Here you go.
That series will go to
every time he do this, he wrong.
That's not true. That is not true. That series will go to 7 games.
Houston.
And Golden State will win. You can't count Houston. Because my caveat was in there.
I just coughed.
You good?
You
I just feel better. That series will go to 7 and Golden State will win it.
I don't know.
Period. That series will go all the way to 7.
Because
what I have seen of Boston
pray on
is
Millie.
super impressive.
I pray on Sister Millie.
Okay.
No, right
Pray
now.
on Sister
Go
Millie.
ahead.
I actually have to doubt you. I barely pay attention to basketball, but I gotta doubt you. I don't think they'll take it this year.
they got it. They got
I
it.
don't think they will.
Now, this may be the last year they do it, but they got it.
I don't think they will.
They
I'll be
got
really
it.
surprised if they do.
Are you looking at these bums? They're
just-
not even playing basketball yet. They just out there.
I agree. I agree.
That is so crazy.
But they don't have to
man.
though. They've been together. They don't have to.
This is what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing?
Boston still has to right now because they're bringing
true.
back in. Man, let's
That's
get
it.
off
No, I'm not. This is not a knock at nobody else in the league that's doing it.
I hear you.
But I'm just, man, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kyrie might get.
What are we doing?
Kyrie might get.
I need a contract to break. I need somebody to get injured.
Kyrie might just get
or
number 2
like
this
somebody
year.
get the flu that they can't come back from. Like something like that. Not a physical injury because I don't like that. But somebody get some flu that they can't play half the season. Then it's interesting. Okay. Now we got something. But if everybody's healthy, oh, come on.
So,
Shout out to my
on-
ladies doing this for the gram.
doing this for a gram.
They do it for the gram.
Do it for the
Do
gram.
what for the ground?
So,
Do it all for the gram. Ask Brittany.
staying on topic. So, seeing that you guys are very passionate fans when it comes to the sport, I want to ask you guys: should there be a fan limit
She missed
to how much excitement is too much excitement? So, in the past Patriots game against the Kansas City Chiefs, a fan poured a beer on Hill after his touchdown, and now he's pressing charges.
He should.
And the fan got banned from the stadium. And then back at home here, Jabril did an interview saying he gets approached by fans and it gets a little hostile when he goes to
course.
CVS. So do you feel like at this point there's such a thing as too much of a fan that now you're they need to start putting a policy on like how far is too far?
I'll let you take this one.
So for you guys being passionate fans, how far do you think is too far as far as fandom goes?
I'm going to say this and we're going to move from sports. I feel like if it gets to the point where I'm risking jail time and you're not paying me for it, I feel like it's time for me to stop. Like, it's too much.
Case closed.
Yes, that's it. Like, people
Yeah.
are stupid and we need to go ahead and let it rock. Like,
Love
but-
it. Simple answer. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I mean,
man,
that's-
come
that's-
on,
that-
man.
come on, man.
These people.
That's just ridiculous.
Come on, man.
But yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to all my ladies doing it for the gram.
What are we talking about?
All my ladies doing it for the gram.
No, I hear you, but this is
They do it all for the gram.
But that's too general of a statement.
Why?
Like what are
And-
they doing for the gram? Like
And you're talking to us, so
I'm
like
talking to y'all.
okay.
I mean, you know.
I hear do
I
it for
see
the gram.
some-
I think a twerk video. So
Okay, shout out to those ladies that's doing it for the gram on the twerk side. Shout out to the ladies that are doing it for the gram for the likes. Shout out to the ladies who are doing it on the gram just so they can get some DMs. Shout out to the ladies who are doing it on the gram so they can generate business. Shout out to the ladies who are doing it on the gram so they can host parties.
shout out to the ladies who are doing it for the gram to bring awareness to a very important cause.
Shout out to the queens who are doing it on the gram to bring awareness to important cause.
Yes. Amen.
Shout out to the
Amen.
ladies
Amen.
who figured out that they can build a status so big on a social media platform that they would entice stars, create new opportunities
go.
for life.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I said, where are we going?
I saw his
like
face.
the
He was
street.
like,
But
where are we going with this?
You know, shout out to the ladies who know what they doing and get what they doing.
So, all right. So,
All
we're talking
right.
about the tell-all.
the tell-all.
Tell all.
Now, I haven't, let me, because my take is very quick because I don't know much about it. I just know how tell-alls go. I came up in the 90s.
The history of tell-all.
Yeah, I came up in the 90s.
Superhead.
So-
yeah,
You want me to give you
Hold on. I'm going to just give you my take and you do your thing.
All right.
This is my
'Cause
thing.
it's
all
my
right?
generation that knows
The queen,
all
the
this.
queen of tell-alls will never be dethroned.
Nope.
She's the greatest of all time. And if you're trying to follow in them footsteps, sis, you got a long way to go.
Long
all right?
way to go.
Social media has kind of messed up the tell-all for everybody. And shout out to Corinne Steffens for being a pioneer.
She's the queen of the tell-all.
She is the greatest of all time, and no one will achieve her accomplishments as long as I am living. And I'm done.
She is the queen.
She's the greatest.
This like what happened after her?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she did it. She did it. So
y'all got this though.
So does anybody know that doesn't know about the tell-all? So Bundle Brittany, aka Brittany Renner, this Instagram sports model, has decided to come out with a tell-all. What?
That's a loose term.
What?
This Instagram sports model?
Okay, fitness model, because that's how she started her Instagram. At first, she started as a fitness model. She has her own app and everything. She actually that was her business.
Okay, wait. Stop. Okay, wait. I'm with you right now where we are. Okay. Where did she come from? Who is she?
She was on Instagram. That's what I'm saying. She's really from Instagram.
I'm really asking. Okay, I'm rolling. Go ahead.
So I don't know where she came from, but she came from Instagram. That's how she just blew up. So, okay. Okay, so this fitness / Instagram personnel woman named Brittany Renner. She goes by Bundle Brittany on Instagram. She became infamous for her hourglass body. She has a very tiny waist and a very big ass that she has gotten throughout the years of working out. So she decided to drop a tell-all book about some...
Millie, I'm not... Listen.
You're not letting me finish.
I'm rolling, but this is the wrong place to come.
Comment after.
Go ahead.
Okay, comment after. Okay, she decided to drop a tell-all book about her tales with some very famous men. Man. This is generating buzz. So pretty much there's a chapter about Colin Kaepernick, a chapter about Little Uzi, and she even released an audio about how she did all this stuff to go see Uzi. She always had to pay for her flights, always had to pay for the cars to go see these guys. So
Hey.
Wait.
He's not even getting to the bag right. Like, you flying yourself out? What part of the game is that?
You start off wrong. You start off wrong.
Game broke, baby.
Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. I like this right here. I like this.
So her book has been everybody talking, and recently it was actually brought up in Joe Budden's new show, and he brought up the argument of like, really, you really must hate men. Do you have any respect for yourself? Like, how can you sit here and just do a tell-all book? And his female correspondent said, well, I don't understand what's the problem. I'm not saying this is the way to go about it, but men talk about women all the time in their music. So why is it that when a woman does a tell-all book, all of a sudden it's an issue? It's a problem. She's a hoe. Why would she do it?
Hold on. Let me make sure I heard what you said. Men do tell-alls all the time in their music.
Rap. They rap about how many girls they fuck and done this to that.
No. Men do tell-alls in their music. Not rapping about how many girls you have sexual escapades with. Men, they do tell-alls in their music.
It's gonna be
they say, yo, I was with Millie with the fro last week and I hit her with the... They do that?
Well, not to that extent. I think she didn't really...
Yeah, I haven't.
But here's the thing. I saw her point because... Guys, they do rap about it, and recently Quavo just dropped a song about him fucking around with Nicki. So,
but you got no context to. But go ahead.
I understand the context. I guess her argument was like, why is it that when a woman does it, she masked the name, she didn't say who it was, even though people end up figuring it out. Why is it that she got to get scolded for it when guys do this on a daily? And there are some guys who do name drop, who do sit here and they talk about women within their songs. Doesn't matter if they slept with them or not. Why is it that there's this double standard of like, if a girl does this, she must hate men, where if a guy does it, oh no, it's fine. It's just song. Like, that's it.
I don't think that's what it is at all. I don't think it's about hating men. I don't.
That was the argument she was trying to make in Joe, but he took it wrong as like, she must hate men or something. It's like, no.
So I understand what side of the fence you're playing on this already from your slight bias. So I don't think this is about the hatred of men.
No.
I think that this is about getting to the bag. I think every single tell-all in the history of tell-alls at some point in time have been about getting to the bag.
Of course.
I don't think that this is any different. So what I think is happening right now is this it comes across as this. this young lady
Yeah.
who clearly signed up for whatever she was being a part of because she didn't get Me Too'd, is now
Big factor there.
upset that the outcome wasn't favorable for her.
Yeah.
However, one thing that Lil Wayne said that's gonna serenade in my spirit until I'm off of this earth.
Holy crap!
Right? I'm gonna tell my daughter this.
Go ahead
and
with
my
it.
son. Right? Hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy.
That's true.
That applies to both sides. A woman can say hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame
Right.
Jamar or whoever you want to put in there. If you sign up
For that.
for a hoish deed, you cannot be upset with the hoish outcome.
Yeah.
Man and woman.
Exactly.
What's your cash out for the people? Because you're helping
Man,
them.
listen here.
You're helping
So-
them, brother. You're
So-
helping them.
Yeah.
So I think so. My thing is with this young lady is, what are you trying to gain
Out
by
of this.
exploiting whoever you're trying to exploit?
Yeah.
Even yourself on top of that.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna have a kid one day.
Yeah. See, and it's like I do love Brittany. I met her. She's a very sweet girl, very shy, very reserved.
Yep.
Rolling though.
But
Yep.
I'm not biased. I honestly don't plan on reading the book. I feel like it was not necessary. I feel like she's making herself look more bad in the long run because it just sounds like to me you're whining about stuff that didn't go your way. I don't see the purpose of it. You know, like he was saying, hoes are going to be hoes. It's kind of one of those things, you had these bad experiences, just kind of keep them to yourself. You don't have to sit here and feel like you got to do a tell-all because now you're kind of showing, this side of you. Everybody sees you as this woman that's untouchable. That's woman's like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. And now you're knocking down to what you're trying to say you are, but you're going beneath that. Like,
see, the thing about Brittany is this is just from the brief information that I have been privy to. A lot of it has been illuminated by yourself. I appreciate your reporting and your
You're welcome.
honest journalism in this manner.
I love it.
But let's be 100% honest here. All right. Now, I hate to be that guy,
Here you go.
but I am that guy.
Here you go.
here you go.
Listen, Instagram made you. That's number one. Dr. Miami helped you. That's number two.
Wow.
What?
Number three.
Wow.
Whoa.
Dr. Miami.
Number three.
You so wrong.
Number three.
How you know Dr. Miami Mayor?
This is my problem. Y'all ready? All of that can be cool. Them first two is come rolling. This is my problem. Because you couldn't get the A bag, you went and had to go get a B bag.
Yeah.
Because if the A bag would have worked out, we would have never heard about no escapades.
Exactly.
But guess what happens? Your like count and your video views and your followers wasn't strong enough for that man to buy the plane ticket. So you flew yourself
So
out.
time out. You got 4.6 million followers, right?
She makes a lot of money off
You
it.
can't get a Southwest flight, Mom.
No, she can. That's the thing. She never said she couldn't. That was her choice. The girl got money. Okay, the girl got money.
Sure,
It's
you
all
got
from
to.
Instagram. It's all from sponsorship. She
Yeah,
got money.
you gotta have
That's
some.
not a problem. That's not a problem for
So
her.
if it's not a problem,
I'm just confused on what was like, because
No.
it's not a problem. What was the purpose?
that's what I'm
Like-
see, it was a problem, Millie. This is what we're not looking at. What's not being said is always louder than what is. The fact that you brought up that you went out there yourself,
Yeah.
if that wasn't a problem, that's not in my story.
Yeah.
But if it is a problem, and you're going after prominent people in positions that the public assumes and kind of knows can provide you with these privileges,
Yeah.
then you're going to tell people when they didn't. Now,
That's
for
true.
you to include, I'm cool with everything else that done happen around here, all right? My problem is for you to include young Colin, I'm standing up for the people, Kaepernick, in your dissertation, young lady. You are a piece of shit. You know why you are? Because you understand clearly what this man is trying to accomplish, and you want to put some bad pussy on.
I don't think she does. I don't think she does. Listen to me. This about to be real sticky. I'm about to say some
I don't even
ill-
think she cares.
some ill stuff.
See, and
That's
this is my
thing.
This is my
She-
problem.
she doesn't care.
No,
listen,
she doesn't
listen.
care because of what though?
Okay,
I feel like she's hurt. So
There
for
we go.
anybody who's
She's bitter.
No,
And
no,
she's-
because like, give you more information. Okay, so before all this happened and she became the big social media that she became, she was in a 4-year relationship with somebody. So she was tied down to somebody for 4 years, and after they broke up, from what she told everybody, she was in a very toxic, very abusive, relationship. And this was just I feel like this is kind of the outpour. If that's the case, this is the outpour for being in something like that. So, and she doesn't know how to properly,
Brittany ain't got no friends. She ain't no friends.
She probably ain't got no real ones.
You ain't no real friends.
I say, girl,
Probably
you
not real
don't need to put
friends.
this out. You already get in the bag. You already get the money. You don't need to do this right now.
I'm saying, see, this.
So you remember when Superhead came out with her book? When she did that? You know why she came out with a book? It wasn't even because of money. She came out with her book because she said, everybody's talking about me so much.
It was the give back.
And it's not even like a secret anymore.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I'm proud of everything I've done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, Wayne was like, man, she's the best I ever had in anything. Like, it was millions of dudes who was vouching for her. Like, Eddie Winslow, all these people was like, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, listen, y'all putting my name out there. So let me talk about y'all now. Which I completely get.
In that age, I'm rolling.
The dudes broke the code. Like,
for sure.
But I'm gonna tell you what. I think they was in a bit of a lust love. And let me explain what I'm saying. So there are four types of love, right? You got when we break down the English language, right? In the English language, they go by some of the Greek standards. So it's 4 different categories of love. You got phileo, which is more of a friendship type of love, or filio. They get the word Philadelphia from that, right?
Right.
Then you got an erotic type of love, so erotica. Then you have what they say, agape love, or like an unconditional love. Somebody gonna love you no matter what.
Right.
Blah 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 blah. Right? And I think that what happened with some of these guys, they loved the sex so much and all the aspects of the sex so much that they were truly experiencing like that erotica kind of love. Like, have you ever been stuck in a relationship and you were so tied to it in emotion? So tied to it sexually that it start messing with your emotions?
Yes.
You knew it was bad for you.
Yes.
You knew it. But you were like, dang, but I love this girl.
Stop,
this
Blue.
man.
Stop. Yes, that's happened to me.
It's my kryptonite.
Okay. It's happened.
I can't stop.
Yes.
So I think for them, they was like, oh my God, the stuff that this girl does, no woman, I can't let her go. I got to tell the world I got joy, right?
Nigga.
Nigga.
I mean, it's how
and
she
they
got
broke the G code.
It's how she got her name.
All those dudes broke the G code. They broke it. Yeah, you're right.
End of the day, shout out to Corinne Steffen. She's the greatest of all time at this exploit.
This is gonna be so cool. What?
And the issue is,
we got to put a picture of both of them up on the flyer.
When the queen speaks, sometimes the young ladies want to come up and try to dethrone the queen. All right, I'm gonna tell you like this: no one has done it like she did it. It was the greatest execution of I'm getting back at y'all that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's just let her be her. She great off of that. Brittany, you got Instagram. She got a Fashion Nova bag. She got a tummy tea bag. What kind of bag she getting?
Oh my goodness.
Tummy tea.
She got a tummy tea bag.
Oh, she getting the bread.
So,
she's straight.
Yeah, no.
We don't need to do this.
She's straight. She really did not have to do this.
You didn't have to do this.
The girl cool. She said.
The flyouts ain't go your way. You mad about it.
So
what you mad for?
So you mad at her. She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Do you feel that this was a good move?
I feel like.
Do you feel like this helps her career? Do you feel like this?
Because she's a fitness model,
this
right?
Makes her a star.
Does this get her more clients? Does this increase her?
Well, she's just
her brand marketability.
Fitness model. She's not a trainer. She just released an app that just showed the workouts that she did to teach.
So she's more of a brand ambassador kind of.
So honestly, after personally actually meeting her, I don't think this was a smart move on her, because it does take away the fact, now people are going to be having this assumption of how she is. She's this bitter person, and it's just like, no, she's a sweetheart. She's shy. She's reserved. Like the one time I saw her, she came to Cleveland. She was with Safari, and she was in the back. She kept to herself. She didn't want to really draw attention to herself. So it was just shocking to me meeting you. You are so reserved. You're kind of like, oh yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I've been here before. It's just like, I'm just enjoying my time. To now all of a sudden it's like, no, I want people to hear me, listen to me. It was kind of like, whoa, what just happened? Like, I'm seeing the side of you that is not you. You're a funny person. Like, her snaps be fucking hilarious. But to see this side, it makes me disappointed, because it's like,
people that do funny things in the bag.
I'm so tired of seeing these girls. I want to see a girl for once that doesn't sit here and feel like she needs to go do this and do that to get her name out there. Like, I like seeing a woman that can sit here, have this picturesque image of whatever, an Instagram model, whatever, and not feel like they have to go sleep with that rapper, go sleep with this person, or sit here and do this, that like it's typical that you see girls of that profession do. So it really disappointed me. Having like followed her for a while, it really was like, what are you doing, girl?
Well,
like,
listen. Men do that too. Men think that sometimes their status is tied up in other people or relationships and stuff
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
Men do that a lot.
Absolutely.
All I'm gonna say is this: that bag get light, you don't know what you'll do.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All I say to
Shout out to
Brittany,
Kanye West because that bag getting light, and now them tweets coming out talking about I was being used. That bag getting light. Hey, and Yeezys, you can just go buy them now. They ain't selling out no more, my G. The bag gets light, you don't know what you gonna do. Period.
Kanye been canceled. He's been canceled for the rest of this year.
Shout out to Ye.
Next year, Ye has been canceled.
He's such a
He is
disappointment.
canceled. He's done. I'm over him.
He's
Well,
such a
I said
disappointment.
I'm done with the nigga. I said it.
I've been done.
No,
with
You
him.
wildin'.
No, that's not
No,
what you
I'm not wildin'.
No, that's not what you said.
What I say?
You said that you were done with him as far as production and making beats.
Oh yeah, that goes
I'm
with
not
it to
talking
me.
about
Oh, yeah.
that's not the same thing. You can still like somebody and not like their talents.
Yeah.
We got people like that in our everyday lives. Like, man, I
Yeah,
don't
but
really-
Kanye has committed such atrocities that they all go out together.
I don't rock.
God damn it!
I'm
Get this nigga the hell out of here!
All
Get
the
out!
garbage.
Take your
Hey.
MPC and your protein.
Hey,
Get
now
the
I'm with
fuck
you.
out of
I'm
here,
with you.
man.
I'm with you on that. I'm not. No, I don't rock with Ye. Ye's done.
Anyway, I just had to touch on it because the bag got light. Them Adidas is available, nigga. Go
Yeah.
buy them.
If you're looking for me to fool with that dude,
I'm cool, my G.
We
I'm
do.
cool with him.
What else y'all got?
Well,
I had something. Did I? No, we talked about it.
You got it, Blue?
NBA
You got
stuff.
anything?
what you said you talked about? What?
Yeah, the NBA stuff. We'll be
Oh
watching.
no, we
already talked
done with that.
about
We
Okay.
done with that. No. So I really want to say this. Prayers, thoughts, shout outs goes to
Yes.
Yes.
all of those people who lost their lives in Pittsburgh in that crazy shooting. It always bothers me, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to these mass shootings and different things that people do. You know what I mean? I don't have to share the same religious affiliation as you or
Absolutely.
believe the
Exactly.
same thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that area, for my heart to go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In situations like that, and I think honestly, it's just so much cowardice. You know what I'm saying? That goes along with that. And it's so much pain and it's so much stuff that it causes in other people's lives and traumas and all of this stuff and seeing those type of things happen to people that look like me over history, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of brings up bad feelings, you know what I'm saying, towards those things. It sucks because I feel like as a country, we've grown desensitized to it because we see it so
frequent.
much.
So
you know what I'm
often.
saying?
It's so frequent.
But that still doesn't negate the fact that it was a horrendous tragedy.
Yeah.
And people literally lost their lives. You know what I'm saying?
And to the
Right.
families that I turned the story off because I couldn't deal with nothing else that day. The latest school shooting that just happened in South Carolina, North Carolina. I don't even have the facts. I'll be honest with you. I don't have the facts.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw it was another school shooting. in
Another
the school
shooting.
And I just was like, I can't deal with this all at one time.
Yeah.
But the way that I don't like how normal it is.
Dude.
It
I
is
just don't like how
normal.
normal it is. It's just
I guess I'm more upset about the fact that when it was first brought up in the news, the Pittsburgh shooting, that everybody was so focused on what Trump said. And it's just like they didn't even take the time to acknowledge what really just happened, that they just sat here and they were just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Trump just said that. He's so insensitive. And it's just like, do you even know what fully, this person came into a holy place and just killed innocent people who went there for prayer. Why are
That's
you
so wild when you
take
say it like
away
that.
away our stupid president for a second. Let's talk about how we need to bring back up the gun reform. Why have we stopped trying to push getting rid of guns? Why are we not sitting here and stressing these background checks? Why are we not stressing that? I could give a shit what Trump says. I tune him out at this point. He's just a fucking child. But it's just, we need to focus on what's important, because the fact that less than 24 hours or within a day we had another shooting in a school, why is this a normal that we only hear it for 5 minutes on the news and then on to another story? No, this is something this should not be a normal thing that should be happening in America.
Now,
like,
consider this. Like, you feel this way, rightfully so, right? And I would venture to say, go out on a limb and say that I have a little bit more life experience than you do.
Yeah, you do.
So I remember when the first one ever that made news ever
Columbine?
happened. I remember when Columbine happened.
We was in school.
Yeah, and I remember how I felt in that moment. And now that is a normalized idea in this country,
Bruh.
that scares me sometimes.
It was so scary to hear that. Two things was major that brought up literally fear. You know what I'm saying? And worry, you know what I'm saying, that happened in our school history, right? The Columbine thing, when that happened, it was like breaking news. Like, we were in class and we were like, teachers were reporting it. Oh my God, this is going on. We like, what? Somebody getting shot in school?
In school.
Yeah.
Like, in school? Like, this is a playground for us. Like, we love school. We hate school at times, but we love school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was so scary. And then in 2001 when 2011 when 911 when the planes and stuff was crashing and stuff, and they was reporting that too. Like, those 2 times was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But now you hear that stuff and it's like, damn, it's really hurt, but it's not the same feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess, like,
Right. I get you.
I
get
feel,
you.
I feel where you guys are coming from, because when I was in Solon, when I went to Solon High School, I was at school the day that the Chardon school actually happened. So Solon actually went on lockdown, because even though we were far from Chardon, they were afraid of something that happening. And then the next day, we actually did get a shooting threat at Solon and a bomb threat.
I remember.
So it's like, I guess I have more sympathy for it, where it's just like, we actually were affected because we knew some students knew people from Chardon, and we actually went on lockdown because they didn't know where the shooter was for a second. And so I guess I can relate better than a lot of generations, because it's like, when you get put on lockdown, it's different when it's a drill, it's different when it's actually serious. And you have to sit here and sit in a room and be calm. Doesn't matter if it's somewhere else. The fact that you have to sit there as a student and as a parent, go home and tell your mom that we got put on lockdown because something happened, that's different. Like, when you actually have to go through that, you get scared, because you're just like, I never thought that we would actually have to do the lockdown. Like, it's one thing if it's a drill, we're talking to our friends. It's another thing when the teachers are sitting here closing the stuff, locking the door, telling us to be quiet. And we actually have people coming up, checking the school, making sure we're all fine, having police come to our school. Like, that's different. Like, it hits you like, oh my gosh, like, what if something this actually happened here? Like, what if somebody actually did come up to Solon and do something like that? The fact that the next day they had a threat, a lot of students didn't show up because parents were scared. Like, that's not something that no parent should go through. And I think that's what really woke me up, having to go through that. Just the threat of it is scary.
Jeez.
So it's funny because, not funny, haha, but like ironic that I work with 2 people that were like literally at Chardon. You know what I'm saying? When a school shooting was taking place, and one of the girls who died in the shooting was like one of this girl's like closest friend. Like, she was in her circle.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy that she got sick the day of school, like sick. Like, I think I need to go to the emergency room sick. Like, couldn't hold anything down or whatever. And she was like, nah, I'm just not going to go to school today. They had some big French test. So she was like, man, I should just go to take this test and then come home. But she was so sick. She was like, nah, I'm just not going to go. No. And then she said she always felt guilty. You know what I mean? That, like, she didn't make it to school that day. Yeah. And her friend lost her life because of this dude. I think what bothers me the most outside of the shooting is the responses that we get from America, 1, and 2, how these people are treated by law enforcement. Like,
I wasn't going to go into that.
I hear you. But it bothers me because, like, if you want to see a blatant double standard,
that is a blatant double standard.
If you want to see a blatant double standard, let something like this happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Somebody I followed, she actually one of the people killed in the Pittsburgh was their family doctor. So she actually grew up with this person, and she gave a whole eulogy on her page. And she mentioned at the end, she's like, now, if this would have been a black shooter, he would have been dead on sight. But for some reason, he's a white shooter. He gets to live and gets arrested. You know, this needs to stop. And it happens like that. I mean, with the Charleston shooting at the church, the cops got him Burger King.
They stopped.
Are you serious?
They stopped and brought him Burger King.
Here
The level
and
of anger. I can't go back to
They stopped.
almost a generation of a family, and you're going to get him fucking Burger
I don't think
King?
you understand what's going on here.
Like,
they didn't bring it to his cell.
No.
They stopped
to
and
get
got
him food.
Are you hungry?
Are you serious?
Bruh, but this is nothing that's new. That's why I got into a. I hear you. Don't touch it. But I got in a conversation with a friend of mine recently, and I had to walk away from the conversation because it showed me that this person is very, very naive to who they are to this world. I was talking to my friend last night. I said, it's one thing. And I hope I say what I said right. It was one of the moments. Like, I don't even know how to repeat it, right? I hate paraphrasing myself because I want to actually say what I said the right way. I say it's one thing to accept how the world portrays you, right? But it's another thing to not be aware of how the world portrays you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right.
That's true.
How they do it.
That's true.
I hear you.
That
You know
is.
what I'm saying? So,
I hear you.
Of course.
yeah.
Well,
All right.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to hopefully something a little lighter. I don't even know if it's something a little lighter. So
we through for the day.
Yeah. That will kill. Yeah.
It's a wrap.
please.
It's a wrap.
It's always good having Millie with the Froski, Millie
Yes,
the Nunski.
So it's nice
The
being
Nunski.
here.
Millie,
The Nunski.
Millie the what else?
Nunski.
Millie the model,
Millie the model.
aka Millie Full Throttle.
Rapper bars.
Oh man. You know, shout out to Boyd. Real quick, Donovan Boyd had the his book release at Barnes and Nobles,
It was fire.
Over
I
the
was
weekend.
there. It was dope.
and I might be top 5 worst friends
You lightweight
of
trash.
all time because I didn't make it.
You lightweight trash.
And then I was getting ready to go up there, and then it was like, yeah, in that 4. I was like, all right, I ain't going. So I started doing something else. He's like, I'll be up here a little bit longer. I said,
yeah, I seen that in the chat too. I was like, we should have told him that when I told him he was not to come.
yeah.
I was standing right next
if
to
you would
you.
have said that, then I would have kept
That's
coming.
what was
Like, you know
like.
I'm
Because I
saying?
said, what time you leaving? He said 4. I put it in the chat. Then he tell. I'm like, all right, well,
I'm like,
whatever,
come on,
boy.
bro. So it sucked that I wasn't there to support him through his moment.
Everybody that came out, everybody that bought a book, everybody that got it signed, everybody that just walked past, it was dope to see y'all there on Instagram and in person. It was dope, man. It was dope. He ain't here to say it. He said it to all of y'all and all on Instagram. But I on behalf of Donovan Boyd, I appreciate y'all coming out to that because it was dope.
Congrats,
It was dope.
Donovan.
For sure.
Congrats.
Proud of you guys. And you talk a little bit about this. Can you talk about it legally? This little TV thing or whatever?
I can
NDA
vaguely
popping?
talk about it.
Hold on, don't mess up the bag.
I just
We
saying
not
that's
stopping
why.
the bags.
That's why I asked.
Oh no, I already got the bag. So the bag
Oh,
is
okay,
secured.
cool.
The bag is secured.
Okay,
The
well,
bag is secure, OG.
bag is
It didn't take a
secured.
tell all to get it. You see how you can do it? You see how you can do it right?
wow.
Wow.
Do.
Shade.
Make sure you add
Okay,
that.
so
Sick of
pretty
this.
much this new show that's coming out that's going to be it's supposed to mostly be filmed in Cleveland, but we filmed somewhere else, but it will be based in Cleveland if picked up. So the show is called College. It follows these I believe it's either 4 or 5 individuals who are going through their whole college experience, male and female, and it's produced by Channing Tatum, and it pretty much touches on all subjects, so sexuality, race. It's really going to push the limit. I really think this will be a good new series that will get people talking about certain issues. So it's supposed to set to premiere the pilot this December. I don't know the exact date, but if you do catch it, make sure to look for either the Black Student Union. I'm in that scene, and also a party scene. I am the only black girl with an afro who has a flower in her head. So shouldn't be hard to miss.
Token, but just
So-
the bag is cool.
but it does touch on that. It's because it takes place with a white fraternity. it's a predominantly white fraternity, a prestige school. So that's why I say it's going to touch on a lot of stuff, considering the setting in general. So the whole cast is all eclectic, they're all of a different race. So it should be very interesting, and that's where I was hiding away for the past
Millie
week.
with the back. She got NDAs now, private jets.
So,
you know what I'm saying? When you get on the Pint Size podcast, things open up for you.
So
her Instagram
really,
different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She breathing different.
I'm
you know
not,
what I'm saying?
I would say all that. I wouldn't say all that. And this Saturday I am going to be walking in a fashion show that's going to be provided by Yellow Cake Shop. It's this
Yellow Cake on Detroit.
Yeah. So the fashion show is going to be at the Madison.
Millie with the
and
moves.
You can get
That's you right now.
tickets.
Millie with
link
the moves.
in my bio. I'll be walking for the amazing designer William Frederick. So be sure to come out, check it out. It'll be a showcase of all different designers, not just me. You get to drink, network, all that stuff. It'll be really, really fun.
Dope.
So you guys check it out. And
Really
then
get into the bag,
anybody going trick or treating tonight, please be careful. And parents, please check your children's candy. This is something that my mom always did when I was younger. You know, make sure there's nothing in the candy. Some people are really sick and they like to mess with that.
Millie was trick or treating last year.
I was not trick or treating last year.
She's 16.
No,
She's 16.
She was trick or treating last year.
I am 22.
Or her little thug friends.
Now you're 5.
You know what I'm saying?
that 22 like that
come
was
on,
just.
man, come
you know,
on.
you
Check the bags,
Do you remember
Mom.
what 22 feel like?
Mom, check the bags.
I don't even remember what 22 feels
people
like.
are crazy. People are really sick.
I agree. People.
Well,
don't
this
know.
I appreciate
you
the
wanna
PSA,
make
but
sure
you know, by the time
kids are
they hear
safe.
this, they would have already went trick or treating.
That's true.
Well, it's
This doesn't come out till tomorrow.
that
So
is
I
true.
hope y'all checked y'all kids' bags, and if you haven't checked, there we
Yeah,
go.
please.
Check the
If y'all
camera.
haven't, call Millie. She will
Please.
gladly come over and check your kid's bag for you.
Yeah.
Got any high school sons looking for a nice girl to take to prom?
Oh my God! Are you trying to get me thrown in
She's
jail?
available.
I have a boyfriend. No, I'm not.
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
I
Just all lies.
do. Wow.
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
She's 16.
Wow. And my boyfriend,
Wow.
he actually listens to this too.
Does he?
Yes.
What's
he
homie
does.
name?
What?
What's it? No, okay, you can't say his name. I was gonna shout him
No,
out. Don't say it.
I can't.
No, I'm not doing
he
it
He
because
doesn't have an Instagram though. That's
you
the
said
thing.
that what? Like
Say his name. Go ahead.
So
I see
David,
him.
his name is David, and then
Dave. Okay, I'm rolling with Dave.
Lugango, that's his last name.
I'm
So-
gonna blurt that out.
Shout out to Dave, man,
Shout out to
Dave.
for supporting us.
Hi, babe.
Ooh, the face changed and he ain't even here.
I like
she
that.
love you.
I
She
said hello.
love you, Davey.
Big smiles.
Big one.
Big smiles. Hey,
Because
Dave.
he was the one when I did my first 2 with you guys. He was the one that told me, "Hey, have you listened to the podcast yet?" So he listened to it way before I even did. So
Nice.
So he's on it. So
Shout
he'll
out to
probably
Dave.
listen to this way
Shout out to the
before
homie, man. We
I
appreciate you,
listened to
Dave.
it. So
My
We
man
appreciate
with
you.
the
Hey, you
plan.
got to keep her too, man. I'm cracking jokes and stuff, but she a good girl.
yes.
All
I'll be
right.
going to the Marine Ball with him on the 10th. So
That's dope. My cousin just married a Marine. She went to the Marine Ball last year. She said it was an amazing time. But she's in like North Carolina.
okay. This is
Yep.
for a little
So, episode 49 in the bag.
Yeah.
Episode
Yep.
50. We're not quite sure if it's going to be a 50 celebration or just a
1 year.
1 year celebration.
Yeah.
It's looking like 1 year.
I gotta let you know what's going on, Millie. We got some stuff
Okay.
cooking. We will keep you guys absolutely posted. I have a
Yep.
follow up
Yep.
conversation with the owner of his establishment that we should be partying at. We got a sponsor behind us if we get approval for this spot.
It's lit.
So
It's
it should be
going.
fun.
It's
It should be
lit.
fun. Just gonna have a good time. Come out,
It's
relax. Probably do a live episode of the podcast. It probably won't be as long as usual.
Yeah.
But just kind of get people interactive, get them involved. You know what I'm saying? Make everybody aware and just have a good time overall.
Yeah.
All right. So we
With
love
it,
y'all. We
with it.
appreciate y'all. And as usual, my man to the right is.
It's me. Bling. FC on the beat, a.k.a. Fourth Quarter Freddy, a.k.a. Freddy Franchise, a.k.a. the best you ever heard. You're just afraid to admit it, a.k.a. Mr. I Have a Dream. So get your hands out my pocket, a.k.a. Speedy Traxton, a.k.a. Bomb Stockton, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Bazaar, a.k.a. F the Netflix guy, a.k.a. Young Hulu, a.k.a. Hot Take Jake, a.k.a. Mr. Always Dr. Loaded, a.k.a. Mr. Always Stay Focused, a.k.a. Mr. All Bags Matter.
I ain't gonna draw attention to the fact that he didn't mess it up.
You're right.
Yeah, what's wrong with me, man?
Look how I
see
did that.
somebody.
Yep.
And you?
And it was a joy being on here with you guys again. This is Millie with the fro, Millie the model, Millie the
full
nun,
throttle.
Yo,
Millie for
Millie
the
the nun.
She
throttle.
hit you with the
Millie with the moves.
So follow me on Instagram again.
Hey.
It's Amelia Arthur Candy. That's AmeliaArthurCande. Follow me. I do follow back.
Hey.
You guys have a great Halloween. Hopefully I'm here next time so you guys can see my face for once and not just hear my voice.
Maybe.
So.
Hey. Hey, y'all.
And I'll have Pulp next time. I feel so left out.
Man, listen, I feel like they need to give us a deal. That's
Where's
what I
the
feel
bag,
like.
Pope?
We all feel left
Pope,
out.
where you at?
We holler at you, Pope. Did you say Pope? Ah, we out here. Episode 49.
I said Pope.